For the work outlined in this video, you will need the following tools: a socket wrench, a torque wrench, a 17mm deep socket with an extension, a pair of needle nose pliers, a 13mm wrench, and an 8 or 10mm wrench or socket, depending on your tractor model. You will also need some sandpaper or emery cloth, and cans of commercial brake cleaner and silicone spray lubricant, with nozzles. Unlike your automobile, the BCS individual wheel brakes are steering assist brakes and therefore are only found on tractor models featuring differential drive, and the brakes are only functional when the differential is not locked for positive traction to both wheels. The two most common problems that occur with the brakes are, when the operator releases the brake lever, the brake does not disengage completely, usually causing a squealing sound, and when the wheel does not slow down or stop when the corresponding brake lever is fully squeezed. In either case, we suggest performing a routine servicing of each brake assembly before adjusting the cables. With the tractor in gear, loosen the wheel nuts a fraction of a revolution with your 17mm deep socket. Then, elevate the tractor using a jack or blocking. Complete the removal of the nuts and washers and remove the wheel. If present, remove any wheel extensions as well. Now remove the brake drum. If it does not come easily, shock it loose with a dead blow hammer. If you have a power-safe model tractor, check to make sure the parking brake is off. If, upon inspection, you discover oil in the cavity of the drum or near the brake shoes, the wheel seal is leaking and must be replaced. Find your local BCS dealer to complete this job. Next, clean the entire area, including the brake shoes and backing plates, of dirt and grime. Use a commercial brake cleaner since this is both effective and evaporates quickly. Using sandpaper or emery cloth, remove any rust that may be present, especially on the inside of the drum where the brake shoes make contact. If the shoes or drum are burnished or glazed, we specifically recommend either an 80 or 120 grit cloth back sandpaper to create a fresh, roughened surface. Next, using a silicone lubricant with a nozzle, spray the pivoting post at the point where it extends through the backing plate. There is a slight lateral play in the shaft, so push the shaft inward from the back side while applying. Wipe the overspray from the back plate, then squeeze and release the brake lever multiple times to confirm that the cable is functioning properly, and not rusted or kinked. If kinked, we recommend replacing it. If, after this treatment, the brake shoes are still not functioning properly, take the tractor to your local dealer for further servicing. Before making any adjustments, make sure your parking brake is released. Assuming the existing cable does not need replacing, use a 13mm wrench to loosen the jam nut on the threaded tube located in front of the brake lever bracket. Then rotate the tube until there are just a few threads exposed beyond the bracket. Down at the brake end of the cable, grab the inner cable with a pair of pliers and loosen the cable clamp bolt with an 8 or 10mm wrench, depending on your tractor model. If you're working with a power-safe tractor, this is the cable without a spring. Pull the cable until it is taut, and hold this position while you retighten the cable clamp bolt. At this point, you can replace the brake drum and reinstall the wheel. Now, return to the adjusting tube on the handlebar. You need to turn the adjusting tube counterclockwise until you achieve a position that, when you squeeze the brake lever, it stops about 1 inch from the handlebar grip. Having achieved this position, it's time to test and readjust the threaded tube as needed. For accuracy, make sure you do this test in the field. Once you have the cable properly adjusted, tighten the jam nut with your 13mm wrench. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe to our channel for more. Also, please know that we welcome your feedback and questions. To contact us about the content of this video, please call 1-800-543-1040 or email info@bcsamerica.com. Thank you.